everyone, Linda Israel here. The scent of the day is Fresh Pear. This is a jewelry and candles sweet wax melt, and they have jewelry involved. So the little tarts, like that one right there, has a piece of jewelry. It'll have a necklace in this one. You can order them with all kinds of different things inside. Check out the link in my description box below. Today I am working on a greeting card, and it is all the inspiration behind it is for the Fantabulous Cricut Challenge blog. Check out the link in the description. There are 2 blog posts a month, and they have challenges that if you use a Cricut Cut in your project, doesn't have to be a greeting card, can be many different things depending on what the challenge thing is. If you can show that it is a Cricut Cut in your challenge item, you could possibly win. So I had this really cute duck paper, and I thought it would make a really darling card. So what I did was I cut this little duck image, and it is from the Wall Decor and More. It's called Ducks, and it's a little row of ducks. I embossed the upper piece with this little dot folder from Cuttlebug, and that'll go on top of that piece. And then I cut the waves also from the Wall Decor and More, and then I embossed it, and this one's called Bubbles, that's embossed on there, and it's from Cuttlebug, and that'll go on top. So let me start putting this together. First thing I want to do is I want to highlight some of the color that's on the ducks. So I've got my little mat here, and then I'll get out some tools to color this image. So then that will go on top. Then I have some tumbled glass and a distressing tool. So I'm going to take the wave topper and do the same thing. Well, apparently I tore some of the images here, but that's okay. We'll just glue it together. So I've got a Zig 2A glue, and I'm going to apply that to the back side. So that put that together. So you can't hardly tell that it ripped. So don't ever think that it's lost. You can usually put it back together. And then I'll glue the little ducks together. I like this 2A glue because it dries clear and it dries relatively quickly. So it's great to put on things, and you don't have to worry about how it's going to look glue-wise. So there's that piece that's glued together. The next thing I'm going to do is I've cut a piece to go onto my card as a backer to the little ducks, but I want it to have some color. So I'm just going to use the distressing tool again and the mustard seed and go around the edge of this piece of paper. I've got some Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm just going to glue this yellow piece and the duck piece together. And I use my bone folder to help spread that glue under that image or a piece of paper so it gets a nice clean, no bumps look to it. So that piece is glued together. I've got my Misty tool, and I've got the congrats on your little one, because I thought that would be cute to put with this little ducky set. I've pre-cut a piece of paper that's going to be used. So I'm going to position this in my MISTI. Get this all lined up where I want it. I've got the Brutus Monroe detail ink, and I'll use that to ink up my stamp. So I've got my little words ready. We'll start putting this together. So I know I want my little ducks on here. And I'm going to want to put the congrats on your little one at the bottom. I'm going to cut off the ends and give it a little pennant. I think I'm going to use the yellow again, this mustard seed, to color the pennant edges. Yeah, so that'll give it a nice color. I've got a couple of pieces. These are of embroidery floss that were in my stash. So I'm just going to pull the end here. There's one there, and there's one there. And I think what I want to do is just take this and tape it to my card. So what I like to do is take a piece of this and fold it over. And you can use all kinds of adhesives. I like to use sometimes just Scotch tape. So I just got a little piece of Scotch tape. And I'm just going to tape these in place on the back side of my card. I'm going to adhere this to my card. This is a A2 sized greeting card. So I'm just going to go in and add some Aleene's tacky glue to my piece that I want to adhere. Adhere this down. Starting to come together. I'm going to glue down the little duckies. Oh, I forgot to do something. I was going to add another piece to this, and I just realized it when I'm looking at this, and I didn't like the color behind my duckies. I want to add a doily here, but I want this to have some yellow to it. So I've got some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and I'm just going to color this with the Tattered Angels. And then I'll dry this and I'll use it in my card. So here is my doily that I've made. I'm just adding a little bit of white glue. I'm going to tuck it behind. There we go. I'm going to use my bone folder to help smooth out any glue bumps under there. Now, I may need to add a little bit more glue. I'll glue down my little duckies. I'm going to take another piece of this and make a little bow. I've got these gemstones, and I've got some black ones in here. I go in and I cut these apart. And I've got a little pair of tweezers here. I like this pair better. So I grab a hold and then twist and then pull it up. And now I'm going to add a little eyeball to my little duckies. I've got some adhesive dots in a strip here. And I'm just going to cut a piece of it off. Once I use all the little dots, I just save the piece. And I'll adhere it to the little pennant sign I made. So there is my little card using the ducks and waves from the from the Wall Decor and More on Cricut. And this is made because of the fantabulous Cricut Challenge blog. Use a little bit of tattered angels on that doily to give it some color. I like doing that so that I don't have to own every color of doily. White will work and I can make it whatever color I want. Use a little bit of embroidery thread or floss there to make a little bow and some bling for the eyeballs. I hope you like this little baby card that I made. Please make sure that you check out the link in the description box for the challenge blog. If you like this video, please like it with a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below. How did you find out about me? What do you think about this little project that I made today? Thanks so much for watching me today. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. The links are in my description box. Have a fabulous day. Bye.